everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Baking with babies.
Today's episode of Baking with Babies. What are we going to make today?
Ribbon cookie.
Ribbon cookies. And we wanted to say happy May Day. Can you say Happy May Day? Happy May Day. So May Day is a wonderful celebration of springtime and new growth outside and things in your garden, new flowers, lots of wonderful traditions around the world. And one of the other traditions around the world that's also associated with May Day is a Labor Day, so that we celebrate everybody who works. And so today we are making cookies. What kind of cookies are we making again?
Ribbon cookie.
Ribbon cookies. And do you remember who are we making ribbon cookies for?
Liam.
For Liam, yeah, I'm sure Liam can test and taste a few of them. Are we making them for our friends down the street? Yeah. We're making them for our friends, the staff, down at Pickering Manor, which is a retirement community right down the street from us, a nursing home. So the staff has been working really, really hard, as have been lots of kind of frontline staff members all around the country and all around the world for the past several weeks. So we're making cookies for them to make them feel a little bit happier and put a smile on their face for this week and this weekend.
What flour?
Where's the flour? The flour's in there. We're about to use it. So we're going to make them some cookies today, right? We've been making cookies for the past couple days for them. And so we're going to make ribbon cookies today because they're especially pretty and they're especially lovely tasting. So they're one of those types of cookies that you just need to be careful because they're a little addictive when you're making them. So should we start with the flour? Yeah. All right. So we need 2.5 cups of flour. So let's start with the cups. Let's start with the cups. Ready? So we have our big bag of flour that just came in the mail the other day. Ready? Okay. We need 1, 1, 2, 3. So that's 1. Okay. Can you help me get another one? Help me get another one. Ready? Go. Okay. Come on. Let's get another one. Oh my. We're kind of hands-on today. No kidding. And another 1/2 cup, so 2.5 cups of flour. Yeah, mister, we're not going to put that in. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody, so we're back again. We cleaned up the flour a little bit and we washed our hands because it's very important to wash our hands, especially right now, but always, and especially when you're baking with babies. So we have our 2.5 cups of flour. What do we need next? The salt. Okay, so we need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to measure it out into my hand. About that much. Want to help me pour it in? Sprinkle it in? Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. And we're going to mix that up for our dry ingredients, and then we're going to set our dry ingredients aside. So pretty simple. Oh, the other one in your shop. Are you going to get the vanilla? Alrighty. And then we're going to take a cup of butter, so 2 sticks of butter that's softened. And we're going to bring that into the bowl and pour that into the bowl. More vanilla? Where did you get that vanilla from? Liam's shop. Liam has a shop in our house that has probably more commodities than you would find in the local grocery stores right now. We have vanilla, we have flour in that shop, we have, let's see, baking powder and baking soda, every vegetable and fruit that you could possibly want and find, and you even have Barry's tea, don't you? So, while Liam's bringing in some of the stuff from his shop, we're going to cream the butter. So as I said, 2 sticks of butter, and it's much easier if you either have it at room temperature or soften it a little bit.
Daddy, don't give me.
You went to get groceries. Thank you so much. What's in there? What kind of groceries do you have?
Eggs.
Eggs. And we're going to need eggs for our recipe. That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Oh.
And another one. Thank you so much. All right. And once you have creamed your butter, you're going...
Banana.
Bananas. We don't need bananas for this recipe, but are you going to have a snack? bananas for a snack?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect. Alrighty, so once you've creamed your butter, you are going to add a half teaspoon of grated lemon peel. And so we've grated some lemon peel up here. You're going to add a half teaspoon in.
Having that.
And mix it in. You're having a snack?
Yeah.
Are you peeling your banana and having a snack? Oh, lovely. Is it yummy?
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
That's the real one.
Have a real one?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a real one when we're finished our cookies. All right, so after you've added the grated lemon peel, you're going to add some sugar. You're going to add a half a cup of sugar. Can you help me pour that in?
Hmm.
Perfect. Thank you so
You
much.
do another one.
Well, we only need a half a cup. We only need a half cup, so this is all we need for right now. Can you help me mix it up?
Again,
We're going to add the vanilla next. Yes, we are. Vanilla seems to be one of Liam's favorite things these days to add to our recipes. Do you like vanilla?
Yeah.
Yes. So when we finished up our last bottle of vanilla, that has been added to Liam's shop. So on one of our videos, we'll have to go visit your shop, shouldn't we? Yeah. All right, so you mix in the sugar with your butter and your lemon peel, your grated lemon peel. And is it time?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so 1 teaspoon of vanilla. All right, would you like to help me pour it?
And the big one.
Oh, in the big one. Yep. All right, hold it steady. Here we go. 1 teaspoon. Help me pour it in. Lovely.
You do another one.
Oh, that's all we need. Just one. Just one. Thank you so very much, sir. And the eggs will be next. We'll mix our vanilla in. The eggs will be next. Nice job. We have found out, after some recipes that we've been making throughout the week, because this was Liam's birthday week, that Liam is an excellent egg cracker. We've probably cracked over 30 eggs and mixed them all in over the course of the past week with birthday cakes and all that kind of stuff. All right, dude, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay. We need 1 egg yolk. Come on. Come on. Oh, come stand up on your bench. Oh, you're getting your eggs too? All right.
Yeah.
Nope, we're going to do a real one.
One.
Okay, we're actually going to crack it here because we don't need the egg whites. We only need the yolk. Help me crack it.
Yeah.
We say, Liam, are you ready?
Are you ready, Mom?
I am ready. Let's do it. A very important question if you're cracking eggs with anyone else, but especially younger people. Whoops. We'll take just the yolk. We'll put that in to our cookies and then we'll set this aside. Okay, nice job, buddy. All right, and are we mixing? We only need 1 for right now. I know this is kind of a simple recipe, but it's kind of an amazing recipe. This is, I don't even remember how long this has been in our family. It has certainly been a recipe that we have used since I was Liam's age. And they are Finnish dripping cookies, so they're from Finland. Where are the eggs? We only needed 1. Where are your eggs?
Where? Daddy.
In our fridge? Yeah, we have some more eggs in the fridge. Do you need to crack any of your eggs? What do you think? Yeah? All right. So we'll mix that up, and then we're going to add our dry ingredients back in. And I usually kind of mix them in half at a time. And clearly, as you can see, black is not the color to be wearing if you're baking. Flour all down my pants, dude. All right, so you're gonna mix that up and then add the rest of your dry ingredients. Can you help me mix this up?
Whoa.
Whoa. What's that? All better? That one too? Mwah! No problem. Kiwis?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Zucchini.
Zucchini! Are we planting zucchini in our garden? Speaking of May Day and being outside, are we planting zucchini in our garden? So if you've been... And watermelon. We are planting watermelon too. If you have been on our Facebook page at all, you have probably seen a couple of photos of us, Liam, planting some seeds for our garden and us kind of following up, checking up on them. They are, some of them almost a foot high at this point, so they're doing really well and getting ready to transfer into our bigger garden as well. All right, so you want to probably start working with this with your hands. You'll see it's kind of crumbly, and then you'll kind of form all of it together into a ball of dough. And if it's a little too dry, you can add a little bit more butter if that's necessary. I sometimes even add a little bit of lemon juice, but you don't want to make it too wet because you don't want it to be cake-like. You want it to have more of that cookie kind of feel. And these are hand-molded cookies, so you don't need to roll them out. You don't need cookie cutters. There are a couple ways that you can put these together, which we'll show you in just a minute on the cookie sheet. So finish clumping this all into kind of one big ball of dough, and then we'll see you in just a moment. Are you going to help me?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to bring the dough over. Let's bring some dough over in here. I'm going to get some from you too. Great. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's bring it over. Let's bring it over. Okay, so traditionally, as I said, these are called Finnish ribbon cookies. Whoops, nice save. These are called Finnish ribbon cookies. I'm going to get some more dough. Bring it over onto the tray. Good. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit while we're doing this. And these are called ribbon cookies because the finished product looks like kind of little strips of ribbon, and because they're going to have jam in them. I forgot to mention with some of our ingredients, you're going to have raspberry or apricot jam. We like the raspberry because it just has a really, really bright colors you're making this. And so I'm going to show you kind of what traditionally they look like and how you're going to form them. Because today we're going to make them in a slightly different shape for our friends down the street. But traditionally, you're going to make just kind of a small log that should probably be about 2 inches wide and maybe half an inch in its height, kind of in its thickness. And then once you kind of have that, I'm just going to make this long. Like I said, we're going to make them in another shape for the actual cookies that we're sending down for another reason. I'll tell you in a second. Why, thank you, sir. Nice job. You're then going to take either your finger in the back of your hand or a thin dowel and just kind of make a groove, kind of press down, because that's where the jam is eventually going to go. And you want to try and see if you can prevent the cracks kind of from coming in. The dough will naturally crack a little bit. And just smooth that over as you're doing it. Where is it? We'll have some more dough in a second. You want to help me? Can you help me make the grooves? Come here. You're getting more dough. Thank you very much. Are we adding it on? Add it on to the end here. Right down to the end. Oh, good job.
No eating
All right,
it.
come here, come here.
No eating it.
No eating it until it's
Baked.
baked. Exactly. All right, so take the back of your hand.
No cutting it.
No cutting it yet. No, the cutting comes later. Okay, so once you have that, you're going to put this into the oven for about 10 minutes and bake it at 375 for 10 minutes. And then you're going to take it out of the oven. And that's when we spoon the jam into the middle of the groove here. And then you return it to the oven for 5 to 10 minutes until it's kind of a golden brown. Today, and you cut it afterwards. But today we're making kind of more individual cookies both for social distancing purposes to make them a bit easier to get, but also they tend to get stuck together unless they're kind of displayed in a certain way. But since they're kind of traveling over in kind of a bigger group of cookies, we're going to see if we can make, we haven't tried this before, see if we can make them kind of more individual. So we're going to make them kind of more as thumb cookies. If you've seen kind of the peanut butter Hershey's Kisses cookies, kind of do it like that, where you have a ball of dough and kind of round it out and then put your thumb, hence the thumb cookies, into the middle, and that's where the jam will go and kind of to form them like that. So that's what we're going to try and do today, see how we do. This is an experiment on our part. And like I said, this is the traditional way to do it, and then you'll wind up cutting it after the jam has been cooked in there, cutting it kind of on an angle. So we'll keep going with that, and then we'll put it into the oven. We'll show you before we do, we'll show you how it's kind of laid out, and we'll see how we do. Good luck, everybody.
They're doing it.
You helping? Nice job, buddy.
You
may do it. Nice job. Okay, this
Ready?
one. This one.
Which one's the next one, dude?
Nice job.
down.
Yeah. And this one.
You put another one.
Thank you.
And
Can you
get
help me?
Another one.
Right. Look, look, look.
You get another tape.
Okay, can I have this while you're getting another tray?
Another one.
Thank you. Nice job, buddy. Thank you so much. Can we dance and bake?
Yeah.
Say, what can't we do? No,
Baking and diving.
no baking and dragging, but can we dance and bake?
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Dance, 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 dance. All set. All right. All right, folks, we're ready to put some of our cookies into the oven. Whoops, 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 whoops. We missed two. How did we miss two? Nice job. And one more.
One more.
Nice job. Okay, so we're ready to put our first round of cookies into our oven. So like I said, 375 degrees, you're going to bake it for 10 minutes. So put a 10-minute timer on, and then you're going to take them out, and then we're going to spoon the jam in. So we'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. We'll see you then. Happy baking, everybody.
Happy baking, everybody.
Happy baking, everybody.
Mama will not do it.
Hello, everybody. All right, so we've just taken our cookies out after they've spent their first 10 minutes in the oven at 375. So you're going to take your jam. Like I said, we're using raspberry today. We normally like the raspberry jam with the seeds in it just to give it a little bit of extra texture, but all we could find at the shops was seedless, so we're going for seedless today. So what you want to do is spoon some of that jam into a small bowl and mix it up until it's fairly smooth, and when it's sitting in the jar, it can get kind of chunky. So you want to smooth it out to make it easier to work with. And so in the ribbon cookie, which, as I said, that's the traditional way of making these, you're going to just kind of spoon some down the middle. And you want to try and keep it fairly even and kind of clean from the rest of the cookie so that it's just in that well. If you can, it just gives a better finish, as it were. No pun intended that these are Finnish ribbon cookies. So you want to try and spoon that and make that pretty smooth the whole way down. And you don't want to overdo it or else it will come out on the sides. But you want to put enough in there that that you get the taste of the jam. And these, like I said, we're kind of trying these out today. We're just going to put kind of a little dab in the center of each one of them. And as you can see, we used the back of a honey dipper to make our little wells. You can also just use your thumb. And so hopefully these will turn out. And after you've spooned your jam into all of your cookies or into all of your kind of logs, generally this recipe makes somewhere between 2 and 3 logs, depending on how you divide the dough and how wide you make it. And you don't want your wells to be too deep, or else it's easier for the cookie to break. So after you fill all of these, you're going to stick it back in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes or until it's golden. So depending on how reliable your oven is. Actually, a friend of ours, Michael Colber, who is a fan of our band, a fan of my band Runa, is how we met him. He used to work at a bakery in the baking industry, and he made a really good recommendation. If you don't have a thermometer, a baking thermometer or an oven thermometer, it might be a good thing to get. It can test just how reliable the temperature of your oven actually is. Some ovens tend to run hotter than others. Sometimes some ovens, especially if they're older, tend to kind of lose some of that intensity from the heat. So it's a good idea to kind of keep an eye on that. We used to have one and it broke and we haven't replaced ours since, but we've just gotten to kind of know the temperature of our oven. So depending on how reliable your oven temperature is, it might take a little bit longer than 5 to 10 minutes, or it could be closer to that 5-minute mark. So just keep an eye on that. So you're going to stick it back in. You might want to rotate your baking trays around as well to make sure, excuse me, make sure the bottoms don't get kind of too overdone. And then when we take them out, we're going to let them cool for a bit, and then we're going to drizzle them with some powdered sugar and water, kind of a glaze to give it a finished look. Again, no pun intended, sorry. All right, here we go, everybody. Good luck. Ready?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. So here we are. We've taken our cookies out of the oven, and you can see they're golden brown, and all of the jam has kind of bubbled a little bit. That's how you know it's ready. And so we're let it cool for a little bit. Just 1 second. Have to let them cool, and then you mix up a glaze, a half a cup of powdered sugar, and a tablespoon of water, and you mix it up until it's very smooth. Then you're going to drizzle over top. If you don't wait until it's cooled, it will just kind of run right off the cookie. So wait till it's cooled a little bit, but it's still warm, and you're going to kind of zigzag it. Nice job, Liam. Kind of zigzag it back and forth a little bit.
Liam.
Good job, Liam. Whoops. And just a reminder, because we were...
Yippee, Mama.
You did say yes, please. Thank you.
Yippee in video.
You were saying yes, please in the video.
Yippee in video.
And so we learned the hard way, not Liam, one of the adults that's present in this house, and we learned the hard way, or reminded ourselves, I should say, the hard way, not to, that you have to wait to taste test with these, because hot jam is not a whole lot of fun to taste before it's cooled down too much. So do yourselves a favor, just give yourselves a moment or two before you taste test any of these. Here are finishing touches, and these came out okay as little thumb cookies too. So so if you're not interested in the ribbon side of things, you can try it this way. And we're going to cut them just so you can see the finished effect. Why, thank you. And so you're going to cut them kind of at an angle rather than straight across. And you're going to try and avoid them breaking in the middle. So if they're, again, not hot but warm. So you kind of see why they would call them Finnish ribbon cookies, because they look like little strips of ribbon. So what do you think, Liam? Should we try them?
Happy everybody.
Happy baking, everybody. Happy May Day.
Happy weekend.
Happy May Day, and thanks so much to all of the first responders and everybody working out there on the front lines. We so appreciate everything that you're doing. All right, should we try them?
Yeah.
Oh, ready? Mmm.
They're baked.
They are baked. Happy baking, everybody.